Now, President Donald Trump has made his intentions clear, and that is he wants Greenland, but his European allies stand in opposition. They are now considering boosting military presence in Greenland to show President Trump that they mean business. Bloomberg News has reported that a group of European countries led by Britain and Germany is discussing plans to boost their military presence in Greenland and the region. The Arctic Sentry mission could be modelled to NATO's Baltic Sentry operation, which started last year. The Bloomberg report, citing people familiar with the plans, said that Germany will propose setting up a joint NATO mission to protect the Arctic region. Trump has even said that the US needs to own Greenland to prevent Russia or China from occupying it in the future, having repeatedly said that Russian and Chinese vessels are operating near Greenland. Denmark's Prime Minister on Sunday said that her country faces a decisive moment in its diplomatic battle with the United States over Greenland. It was during a debate with other Danish political leaders that Prime Minister said that the stakes go beyond the immediate issue of Greenland's future. Essentially, this comes ahead of an international meeting on critical raw materials in Washington, Germany and Sweden that have backed Denmark against Trump's latest claims to the self-governing Danish territory. Swedish Prime Minister has condemned US threatening rhetoric. Christensen said that a US takeover of mineral-rich Greenland would be a violation of international law. Germany also reiterated its support for Denmark and Greenland. German Foreign Minister Johann Vadepol said that the future of Greenland must be decided by the people of Greenland and Denmark.
Neue Rivalitäten kommen hinzu, so etwa China.
New rivalries are emerging, such as China, which is becoming increasingly involved in the Arctic. It is therefore clear that security in the Arctic is becoming increasingly important. It is in our common NATO interest. The legitimate security interests of all NATO allies, as well as those of the people here in the region, must therefore be discussed together. This naturally includes Greenland and its people as a semi-autonomous part of Denmark, who must have the most important and final say here.
Letzte Wort hier haben müssen.
European nations have scrambled to coordinate a response after the White House said this week that Trump wanted to buy Greenland and refused to rule out military action as well. It was on Tuesday that leaders of 7 European countries, including France, Britain, Germany and Italy, signed a letter in which it said that it is only for Denmark and Greenland to decide the territory's future. Meanwhile, NATO's Supreme Allied Commander has said that there was no immediate threat to NATO territory, adding that the Arctic's strategic importance was fast growing. General Alexis Greenwich confirmed that Russian and Chinese vessels had been patrolling together on Russia's northern coast and near Alaska and Canada too.
The ice recedes and there's more and more access up there. We certainly see Russia and China working together. We have had Chinese vessels patrolling with Russia, not only on the north coast of Russia, but also north of Alaska and near Canada. Like I mentioned in my remarks, it's not for peaceful purposes. They're not studying the seals and the polar bears. They're out there doing bathymetric surveys and trying to figure out how they can counter NATO capabilities on and under the sea. So that's something that could grow very quickly, and we need to be mindful of it and ready for it.
In fact, earlier we spoke with Dr. Volker Stanzel. He's the former German ambassador to China and a senior distinguished fellow at the German Institute for International and Security Affairs. Here's an excerpt of what he had to say.
Well, first of all, NATO is taking care of the territory of all its member states. And as Greenland is a semi-autonomous region of Denmark, it has been part of NATO strategy thinking in the past. And that has led to a reduction of the number of troops on the island. Until the late 1990s, there were about 10,000 US troops on Greenland. And now they have shrunk to about 600 because obviously the security threats have not been considered to make it necessary to increase the number of troops. If now there are arguments that there should be more, then this is a case for NATO to discuss. And as you have quoted the German foreign minister, as he has said on his trip to Iceland, of course, and then this will be a matter for all NATO member states to take care of.